Welcome to Pagan Crafting. I'm your host, Cara. Today we're going to make mini mushrooms earrings and matching necklace. Grab out your polymer clay, your moss, and maybe find some little glass globes or some tiny spell jars. And let's craft away with some little miniature mushrooms today. Alright, let's get to it. Let's jump right in here. I have some Sculpty Polymer clay. It is one of my newest favorite clays to work with. It is so pliable and easy to work with your hands. So if your hands are a little tired at the end of the day or you got arthritis, this is the stuff to use. Cutting off some little bits here, and I'm gonna make some micro tiny mushrooms. Making little balls first. As tiny as you think you can get them, you probably will have to make them smaller. I'm gonna grab a top part here and I'm gonna gently depress the top, and I'm gonna have to see that it fits in here, and it does. We're good. So this one I thought was gonna be a little big, but it just fits. So you have to check with your mushrooms before you make them too, to make sure they will all fit inside your little globe. Now I got these little glass globes on Temu. You can get them on Wish, you can find them on Amazon, eBay. If you want to know the link where I bought the globe, send me a message. Now we're going to make some quick little easy stems. And I'm going to have to use my little depressor to help work this in, because they don't stick down as well, because it is tiny to work with. So these silicone kind of rubbery little tips are really helpful. As you can see how small it's okay. Make your stems a little bit longer than what's going to go inside your spell jar or your little globe. And the reason for that is you can always cut them down, but you need something to hang on to paint. It also helps be able to adhere the stem onto the top part of the mushroom head when you have a little bit longer stems to work with. Now, I've baked these now, and that was at 275 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30-35 minutes. And they're ready to go. Plopping on some red paint first for the top. I'm working on a bunch of other mushrooms at the same time, so you see a little array of colors here. But all these mushrooms, I'm going to just do some simple, fun red with little white dots. And the reason for that, because it is so tiny, it's going to be nice to have a bit more of a punch of color to pop out with the moss green on top of that. And I just like red. It's my favorite color. So why not? So I'm using a little stylus here too to put in the white dots as tiny as I can get it. You can see some of the other mushrooms I'm painting here too. I'm going to save that for another day. Just making some jewelry. And just ever so gently dotting in. They're so tiny, so take your time. You can also use the back of a paintbrush if you'd like, or the top of a ballpoint pen and dip that in. Now we have all our little mushrooms complete. Now that that's dried, we are going to be adding some moss into our little glass globes. Now I find sticky craft glue, white glue, Mod Podge is not going to attack it down as fast as you need to, so you will have to, again, test out how much moss to put in. I'm doing that right now, but hot glue is going to be your friend. A tiny, tiny dot. And I'm not even going to try to blob a hole, just a little bit on, and I'm using some fine tweezers to get it in. Now it's good to always test how much moss to put in each time so you don't overdo it or underdo it. So I kind of cone up a little bit, then you can add that in. You got to work a little fast here, because the hot glue would want to stick to the edge. Yeah, I didn't work fast enough with that one. So we're going to grab some more little moss here. And a little bit more of a dollop of it. Oh, yeah, I got some on the top there. But we're going to have a little lid on top, so we're not going to see that I got a little bit of glue on there. Now what I'm doing here, I am using also my little rubbery silicone top to help push it in, because the mushroom head just fits in there. So you can't fit in by holding the tweezers, so you just want to gently secure it in and then push it in. Again, you got to work a little fast here. I was breaking off the length of the mushroom. I don't need that now. And we're going to make a few more, because I would like to make some matching earrings and a little teeny tiny bit of hot glue on the top. We don't want it to squish out the sides, we just want it to secure it underneath. So ever so slightly. You want to probably use your smallest hot glue gun for this little job. And I feel like making one more for a necklace, so we can have that all matching. And there we go. That's so cute. It's so teeny tiny. I'm in love. I'm absolutely in love. I love mushrooms and I love things that are miniature. So it was just a no-brainer to bring these two things together. Oh. These are darling. So what we're going to do next is we're going to add some necklace, we're going to add some rings, and we're going to add some hook earrings. So grabbing a couple needle nose pliers, and we're going to add rings to everything. And this is about a 30-inch necklace chain. I think so that it will hang down a little bit lower, it'd be nice. And we're going to put a couple also rings and then the hooks on our last two globes. Closing that up, lining up the rings, pinching that, and that's all you need and you're good to go. And one more. And there we have it. We have a little assembly all put together with our mini mushroom earrings. And now for the reveal. Let's have a little look-see. Nice 30-inch chain. And our miniature mushrooms. Oh, it's so cute. Well, thanks so very much for hanging out with me today. And as always, I want to wish you an absolutely magical mushroom day.